Okay, our next card. We also are using a card base that is Whisper White thick cardstock. So I'm going to score mine at 4 1/4. And we're going to fold that and burnish it and set that aside. You're going to take a piece of this floral designer series paper and you're going to cut it 1.5 inches by 5 1/4. And also this paper, which is the same, okay? This piece is 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. Then we've got a piece of Mossy Meadow. I'm gonna just add these two together. I think I need to get the little pokey tool out here. Get my glue flowing a little better. There we go. Now we're gonna be happy. And here we go. Okay, we're gonna take this layer and our cherry cobbler layer. Whoops, I just glued that on the wrong side, you guys. Ma, don't do that. All right, I almost had a disaster. This piece needs to be the green one, gets glued to the Mossy Meadow, and I cut that out so you guys wouldn't make that same mistake. Then we're gonna take this layer that is 1.5 by 5 1/4, and we're gonna add that right over to the very edge of our cherry cobbler layer. We can add this piece right to our card front. I think I'm going to pull that over just a little bit more. There we go. We want it kind of over here on the right side. Was that straight? It's kind of hard to see. I don't think I did a very good job there. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, you're also going to need to die cut one of these out of your Whisper White scrap, and then one of these little filigree deals. Okay, there's 2 of them here. That's nice, so you can die cut 2 at once. You're going to die cut that out of your gold foil scrap. So we're going to get that done and get that ready to roll. On here you can stamp any greeting you want. I'm going to use the Merry Christmas with Cherry Cobbler ink. I'm going to stand up and make sure I can get this in here nice and straight. And look at the bottom doesn't look good, so let's try that again. That's much better. I'm gonna get my stamp cleaned off so it's ready to go for the next card. Now we're gonna take this filigree and we're going to add this to the back of our label layer. And I'm just gonna do it just like this. I can see that it's centered nicely from the back, I hope. And then I'm getting it on here straight. I just want the little tiny edges, whoops, darn it, to be on my label. So I'm gonna put a little bit of tape over here and a little bit of tape over here. I don't wanna see this through the front, right? Is that gonna work? Yep, look at how pretty that is. Ooh, I love that. We're gonna add some dimensionals to the back of that. Oops. Put your dimensionals on the top and the bottom of your layer because we're going to straddle some ribbon again, and you don't want your dimensionals to be on your ribbon layer. So here comes a piece of our gold glimmer ribbon. I'm going to put that right about here. Cut that off and add it with some tape. And we're going to take this little piece that's left over and just tie it around here. Make sure you cut your ribbon long enough. This was kind of short. So that gets a little tricky when you go to tie a knot like this. I'm going to trim this because I just frayed it a little bit. Okay. And then get your backs off your dimensionals. I'll put this right over here. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Then we can get it on our card front. I'm gonna burnish this edge again because it's not staying closed. That's better. I always like a good crisp fold. Ooh, isn't this pretty? I love the way that white pops behind the cherry cobbler. And then we're gonna do some glimmer dots if I can find them. Here they are. And these look really nice right on that green Designer Series paper. Ooh, and look how they pop if you put them on the cherry cobbler too. Maybe just a couple more here. Do one here and maybe just the next biggest one right there. Wow, spectacular. Okay, we're ready for our next card.